Okay guys, here's a quick comparison of the 4 sizes of Moleskines that I use. I thought this video might be helpful if you're looking for which notebook size to purchase. I've got several things to show scale. I've got a quarter, got just a normal pen, and then we'll measure them here in a minute, and I'll also show you a picture that I found showing all the different Moleskine sizes. So let's get started. This first one is called a Volant, and it's the smallest. I carry these in my wallet as a little pocket notebook, and I've actually made a video on how I use both of these actually, but since this one fits in my wallet, it also has perforated pages so you can rip them out. This little one though, it doesn't have the little pocket in the back. So let's get our little tape measure here and I'll show you the true sizes of these. So basically got just over 4 inches, if this tape measure is pretty accurate, and 2.5 inches. So it is very small. I buy these little 2-packs. It's like blue and kind of an orangish red color, and they're very handy. So that's the smallest one, and it's called a Volant extra small. The next one that I use is this pocket size, and I use the soft cover because I usually throw it in my pocket. It has a sort of pocket in the back, and you can see that there is a perforated line on these pages in the back, but not the front. So it's kind of split up, and you can see it looks like one of my kids got a hold of that and colored on it. But the back pages have a perforated line, but the front ones don't. So let's measure this one and see. And here's a quarter and a pen for size. So we got 5.5 tall, and then the width is 3.5. So again, just a neat little Moleskine pocketbook that I use for my pocket notebook. And it is a little bit bigger, however, than this one. I'll put the quarter back on there in the pen just to show the size again. This next one is pretty neat, and this one is considered the large. Now let's just go ahead and measure it. I usually use this one in my vehicle. I just throw it in the car in case I'm listening to something and want to take notes. It's about 8.25 tall, and the length, you're looking at just shy of 5.5, maybe 5.25 on the width this way, and then just to show the width, I'm gonna call it just under 3/4 of an inch wide there. But this one is a really neat size. I know they make a medium. I have not bought a medium yet, but I like this because it'll fit like between my seat and my console. I can just smush it down in there. And that way, if I'm listening to a podcast or something, I can just pull it out. And you can see I've kind of dog-eared some pages smashing it in my car. But you know, as with Moleskines, the paper is nice and smooth. It's easy to write on. I know there's been some concern about the quality of paper recently, but for what I do, these are great, and it beats the heck out of just a basic, you know, spiral notebook. So this is the large. It does have the little pocket here in the back, which is handy. Well, we'll cover how many pages it has in a minute. So anyway, this is a nice little size, and again, this is the large. And I'll put the pen on here just to show the size, just to give you an idea. Next, we have the extra large, and this is the one that I use the most. I use it as a planner, as a journal, as everything, which I've made a video about, and I'll put the links for the videos that I made about how to turn one of these into a planner and notebook. That link will be in the video description. I've gotten to where recently I love the dotted one, but I also have used the regular lined one. And I enjoy both, but I've just gotten kind of nerdy enough to where I like to make lines and graphs and different things in my planner journal notebook. It does have the big pocket in the back. And then just to give you an idea, let me flip to a kind of an empty page here. Where you can kind of see, I draw out my planner in the front. Like I said, you can watch that video if you're interested in getting some ideas for your notebook. I've got different lists I keep in here for travel, all kinds of different things. And then I also have my journal. I track my weight and all kinds of stuff. So feel free to check that out in the description below. Okay, let's go ahead and show you the measurements on here. So we got about 10 inches by 7.5 inches. And then width, 1/2 inch on the width. I prefer the black ones. You can see this one is a dark blue. All of these you can get in either soft or hard. I just like the hard because it's more sturdy. I stick these in my laptop bag. I carry them to church. I take them everywhere usually. And if I don't have one of these extra large sizes, then that's when I use one of these little pocket notebooks. And they're really handy. They come in handy all the time. I also put Amazon links below for all these, plus the ones that are not pictured. I can also find these, typically these little ones at Target. So now you've got a good idea on these 4 sizes. And again, we've got the extra large, the pocket, which this one is called it looks like it says Cahier, but I think it's pronounced Cahier. And again, you'll see in the link description, it's got that name. And then this one is the extra small. It says Volant on it. But let me show you this picture that I found online. And I put arrows just indicating the sizes that I'm reviewing in this video. You can see that the medium, the XXL, and the A4 I do not have. I have not bought those yet. One day I'd like to do a full review on all the sizes. I just don't have them quite yet. This shows what they're called, as well as the measurements in centimeters and in inches. So as far as the number of pages, let's talk about that real quick. These little tiny extra small ones have 56 pages. The little pocket, Cahier, whatever you want to call this little pocket size. This one does have 64 pages. The large has 240 pages. And the extra large has 192 pages. I'll show you a little bit of a close-up, just showing the dots. I don't have one with the squares. I don't really care for it. It doesn't serve my particular purpose. It may serve your purpose, but like I said, I do love these dotted ones. I didn't used to ever use them, and now it's like all I want for my big XL size. But just to show the difference, you know, I mean, pretty straightforward. We can just stack them and give you an idea. But these squares make it super easy when I'm drawing out that planner and different things like that. So I hope this video helps if you're out shopping for a Moleskine and you weren't sure quite what size to get. I would say this XL is kind of the standard size. I love it. I use it all the time. I fill one up every year. Again, this one is great for little traveling or sticking in your car. And then these are great for your pocket or your purse to use as a pocket notebook. Don't forget to check out my other videos below where I talk about how to use a pocket notebook. And I also have 2 videos showing how to set up the XL notebook as a planner and journal if you're interested in that. If you're interested in content about intentional consistency, I make videos about that and a lot of videos about these notebooks. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, make sure you subscribe. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, all the fun YouTubey things. So again, I hope that this helps you in looking for the one that's right for you. And I will make another one in the future once I get the other sizes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.